Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? Hello. So, it's been an interesting start to the year so far. Lots have happened, and we're only in February. So, welcome to February. We have a lot to talk about today. I've got inspired to talk about quite a few things for this week. So there's quite a lot to talk about. So one, because it's kind of long, I encourage you to read Ephesians 6. So yeah, read that. It's kind of long, but yeah, it's a little prayer for everybody. And there's some situations that happened over the week. Well, I guess a little bit longer than the week, but yeah, so I just figured we could talk about it a little bit. One big thing because for some reason I keep getting questioned about it, or people make comments about it. So, what do I consider myself to be? I'm non-denominational, which means that I do not view myself as being in any group of religion. There's over 10,000 different religions. That's quite a lot. And when you get to heaven, they're all gonna be there. So that's why I'm not clumping myself into one branch. And I know a lot of other people that do the same. That's why there's non-denominational churches, which I attend. The church that I attend is non-denominational. Okay. So, I also consider myself as being a monotheist. So what does that mean? That means that I worship one God. There's polytheism and there's monotheism. Spread peace, spread joy. Just try to make someone happy. You don't have to cut people down. Don't call names. You know, I know some days it's really hard, especially if you're having a bad day. But just, yeah, don't do it. Because words can cut really hard. So just be nice. Spread peace, joy, love. And if you're going through something yourself, just take a break, take a breather. Don't take it out on anybody. Just give yourself time to relax. And yeah, just breathe. I'm gonna cut down these trees here and then start reading some of the verses that I wrote down for this week. God does answer prayers when you pray. So how can I pray for you today? Let me know in the comments below and I will pray for you this week. And if you have a praise report, we can talk about that too. One of the things that came up is my son, he lost his job. So it's been kind of a bumpy road. But we prayed about it and we're okay. Because God sends his angels to help take care of us. So just pray that my son will be able to find something else here. There's one job that's kind of close to home here, so it's in walking distance. So kind of keep that in your prayers too when you pray. And then for the next part, Ephesians 6 kind of goes along the lines of part of that. Yes, I know not everybody believes. And then some people, they believe, but if they're having a bad day, they sometimes might take it out on somebody because they're discouraged or something. These trees are growing. Well, Minecraft update. I saw a couple more things that might be added, so I'm super excited about that. And also a big shout out to one of our regular viewers. His name is Noah. It was his birthday yesterday. So big happy birthday to Noah. We're going to be giving him a special graduation ceremony in a couple months. So I'm excited about that. There's one of my mods that is really good with the name parts of it, so he can help with that hopefully. Alright. And this weekend coming up is Super Bowl. Is there anybody you're rooting for, or are you like me where you're just gonna show up for the commercials and food? I think this is my first year where I've really never been able to pick a side, because I don't really care for either team, so that's kind of weird. So I'll be wearing both colors and rooting for both teams. See if anybody catches on. Okay. So, our first verse. All these verses just kind of like came to me throughout the week, so I wrote them down so that I could talk about them today. So one of them is Luke 5:15. The news about him spread all the more, so that crowds of people came to hear him and to be healed of their sicknesses. But Jesus often withdrew to lonely places and prayed. Because even he prayed. In John 3:14, which kind of goes along with John 3:16, because God so loved the world. That means he loves everybody. And this year for the lunar year. So this one, This next one here for John 3:14, this Lunar New Year is the year of the snake. So this one is kind of with that. There's one part of it I wasn't able to look up yet because I wanted to double check something about it. But John 3:14 says, "And as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, even so must the Son of Man be lifted up." So that whole part there, he talks about Moses being with a snake. And the snake, it wrapped around a copper staff. And so when you look at hospitals and stuff, you'll kind of see that on the outside of the staff of the hospitals for the healing. The other one is Daniel 10:6. This is one of the ones that I wanted to look up and get a little bit more information on. There are a couple different versions of the verse. His body was like topaz, his face was like lightning, his eyes like flaming torches, his arms and legs like the gleam of a burnished bronze, and his voice like the sound of multitude. I should have wrote down the rest of it. I looked up and saw a man dressed in linen clothing with a belt of pure gold around his waist. Maybe just the whole Daniel 10. Let's see. Daniel 10. Daniel's vision by the tigress. In the 3rd year of Cyrus, king of Persia, a message was revealed to Daniel, who was called Belteshazzar. The message was true, and it concerned a great conflict, and the understanding of the message was given to him in a vision. In those days, I, Daniel, was mourning for 3 full weeks. I ate no rich food, and no meat or wine entered my mouth, and I did not anoint myself with oil until the 3 weeks were completed. On the 24th day, and it's talking about fasting too. On the 24th day of the 1st month, as I was standing on the bank of the great river, the Tigris, I lifted up my eyes, and behold, there was a certain man dressed in linen, with a belt of fine gold and of phase around his waist. His body was like a beryl, his face like the brilliance of lightning, and his eyes like flaming torches, his arms and legs like the gleam of the polished bronze, and his voice like the sound of multitude. Only I, Daniel, saw the vision, and the men with me did not see it. But a great terror fell upon them, and they ran and hid themselves. So I was left alone, gazing at this great vision. No strength remained in me. My face grew deathly pale, and I was powerless. I heard the sound of his voice, and as I listened, I fell into a deep sleep, with my face to the ground. Suddenly, a hand touched me and set me trembling on my hands and knees. He said to me, "Daniel, you are a man who is highly precious. Consider carefully the words that I am about to say to you. Stand up, for I have now been sent to you." "Do not be afraid," he said, "for from the first day that you purpose to understand and to be humble yourself before your God, your words were heard, and I have come in response to them. However, the prince of the kingdom of Persia opposed me for 21 days. Then Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me, for I had been left there with the kings of Persia. Now I have come to explain to you what will happen to your people in the later days of the vision concerns those days." While he was speaking these words to me, I set my face towards the ground and became speechless. And suddenly one of the likeness of man touched my lips, and I opened my mouth and said to the one standing before me, "My Lord, because of the vision I am overcome with anguish, and I have no strength. How can I, your servant, speak with you? Now I have no strength, nor is my breath left in me." Again the one with the likeness of a man touched me and strengthened me. "Do not be afraid. You are highly precious," he said. "Peace be with you. Be strong now, and be very strong." So, yeah, that kind of uplifted me for what's been going on to keep strong. There's 2 more verses that I wrote down. Yeah, it's been a really interesting time. Numbers 21. I'm not going to read the King James Version because it's too hard to understand that one. So let me try to find a different one. Okay. They traveled from Mount Hor along the route to the Red Sea to go around Edom. But the people grew impatient on the way. They spoke against God and against Moses, and said, "Why have you brought us up out of Egypt to die in the wilderness? There is no bread, there is no water, and we detest this miserable food." Then the Lord sent venomous snakes among them. They bit the people, and many Israelites died. The people came to Moses and said, "We sinned when we spoke against the Lord and against you. Pray that the Lord will take the snakes away from us." So Moses prayed for the people. The Lord said to Moses, "Make a snake and put it up on a pole. Anyone who is bitten can look at it and live." So Moses made a bronze snake and put it up on a pole. And then anyone that was bitten by the snake and looked at the bronze snake, they lived. So that's another one that kind of came up that I thought was kind of neat, because this year is supposed to be the year of the snake. So remember to keep this year, keep looking towards God, and And the last one. Yeah, it's weird how these verses just popped out this week because of the different things that were happening and going on. The last one that I wrote down for this week was Matthew 5. Matthew 5:44. It actually starts at Matthew 5:42. Give to the one who asks you, and do not turn away from the one who wants to borrow from you. You have heard that it was said, love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you, that you may be a child of your Father in heaven. He causes his sun to rise on the evil and the good, and sends rain to the righteous and the unrighteous. If you love those who love you, and reward will get, and not even the tax collectors doing that. So basically that means that spread love, and if anybody is mean to you, you can forgive them. Because sometimes they say things that are really mean. Yeah. So that's all the Bible verses. I know it's kind of long, but it's been kind of an emotional up and down week. Life gets hard sometimes, but just know that if you need somebody to talk to or something, I'm here, and God hears every prayers, no matter how small or how big, and He answers them. Even when you don't think that He's listening or don't expect Him to respond. Alright, we're gonna turn these into I'll get that tree next. I'm not getting it right now. Oh yeah, I found my Noah's Ark notebook too, and I'm gonna check to see if we have all what I wrote down for the food part. those are all... Oh well. That's funny. Let me get that real quick. John, did you see the part of the rainbow that I did last week? I think you missed it. I don't know what's going on there. They're all connecting together. The middle of the state was supposed to get hit with like 6 inches of snow. It was a big band of... a big storm that went right in the middle of the state. Kinda weird. So I'm hoping that everybody that got hit with the snow is alright. We got maybe 1 inch. You can still see the tops of the blades of grass, so yeah, it wasn't that much. I'm kinda hoping that we get more by March, because those farmers are gonna need it. Oops, we are full, it looks like. Okay. Alright, so... I wrote down 1,120 fish. That's a lot of fish. We only got like 200, I think. You just went into the... You trying to get some chocolate or something? You just went in there. Want some milk and chocolate? You heard it. He opened that while I was... Okay. 240 cooked pork. Definitely do not have 240. 240 cooked chicken. We only got 5. We got a ways to go. 40 bread. I think we got that. Yep, we got 49. 80 seagrass. We only got 30. 240 cookies. That's a lot of cookies. Alright. I think we'll have to make more cookies. And we only need 6 cakes, and I made 9. That's funny. We did have up to 7. We did have up to 715 subs, but we lost a few, it looks like. But that's okay. I know it was a long introduction, JC, but that's how it's been going all week. I closed that off last Monday because the bamboo kept, ooh, excuse me, wanting to grow way up. I think he left us, but how are you, JC? I hope you're doing okay, staying warm. He's got a tough job. He pushes carts around for a store. So he's got to go out and face the elements. So he's been on my prayer list so that they'll hire some more people so he'll get more of a break. And praying for him to get some nice warm clothes, gloves, hat, etc. And also praying for him to get some of those hand warmers and the feet warmers. So if you're a manager of a store and you have people that work outside, get them some hand warmers so they can stick that in the pocket during their shift. They last for about 10 hours. I was able to stay warm with those tucked in my blanket when we were homeless sleeping in the car. So that's how I know they last a good amount of the nighttime. So if you see someone homeless, or if you have a job that requires your workers to be outside in the elements, please get those for them. I don't know if we're allowed to gift them to people. Like if we go in the Walmart and there's those people like picking up the carts and stuff, I don't know if we're allowed to gift them the hand warmers. You get some hand warmers and they get some hand warmers. Everybody gets them. We finished the back half of the ship last week, and we worked on some of the rainbow. So this week I want to try to finish this part in the middle. And then we'll maybe work on the rainbow a little bit more. It's gonna be a cold, cold week for us. Man alive. Oh. Hello, GR. I'm not sure if that whole thing's gonna fall or just... Yeah, it looks like the whole thing. Oh. Okay, I'll have to pick that up. How are you doing today? Uh-oh. Where'd that go? Oh, man. I got 3 to pick up now. Hello, hello. Whee! Ah. That looks pretty cool. That's good. Good, good, good. Shiva. I just might have enough to finish this middle section today. I might. It's looking promising. Oh. No, no, baby girl. No, no. All right. Oop. Oh, she's pushing the magical foot button, even though she's got a half an hour to go. I know, silly girl. You're pushing the magical foot button. Okay. Hold on, you're gonna fall off my lap doing that. Here. There you go. Ah, it feels like she's gonna fall off my lap. She's like half on and half off. Ooh, okay. Okay, that's good. A doggo on my lap. I'm gonna run down and get the rest out of that chest, and then I can finish up with this little section right there. And then the middle will be complete. Very cool. It's gonna be weird having this finally done. And I guess they're adding possibly 2 more animals. A meerkat and what's that other one I saw? There was something else that was in the picture. And then we're possibly getting more cows. Alright. Whoa. That was unexpected. It was just clear. Storm came out of nowhere. Ooh. Hello, kitty. Meow. There we go. I cannot mute this mic, so if I sneeze, I'm sorry. It's gonna be loud. I can feel one coming. That's why I said something. So hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it stays put. It was just being a annoyance. Unspoken says I have a mom sneeze, whatever that means, because it can be kind of loud. Oh, that's missing a chain. That. How'd that happen? I don't know. Its chain's missing. It's kind of weird. He likes getting the chocolate and the honey, I think, because he keeps going. Keep going into the dessert chest. Oh. Okay, we'll see how far we can get with what we have. Exciting, exciting. There, middle part is done. So the only thing left to do is this part of the front of the ship. And then minus the hay bales and the animals that aren't in it yet, it will be done. Meow meow, I hear you down there. I made them a little cat playground. But they kept wandering off the ship, so I had to... Yeah. Hopefully they're good now. Thank you. Cat's house, yeah. Very fun. What's that one gonna be like? More redstone. Okay. It's raining again. Oh, okay. I played similar on, it was one of the public games. Me and my son, we were in there. It was a lot of fun. We got special potions to make us jump high and feather falling and some other neat ones. Oh, nice. I wish our froggies didn't escape. It sounds like it. Sounds like it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm just gonna check around here to make sure this is all done. It looks like it is. So the first half, little bit of the front there is all done. Whoa. Don't want to fall off. Got our two little snow foxes. You can play tomorrow. Mondays are solo gameplays, and Tuesdays and Thursdays are multiplayer. So you can join in either tomorrow or Thursday, or both if you want to. In our multiplayer SMP world, I'm gonna be working on making a couple things, and my son's supposed to be working on making a big something too, but I don't know if he's gonna, when he'll do that. But I'm kind of excited to see what he builds. And I'll be doing one more solo challenge after the arc is done, because that was requested a couple years ago. I unfortunately forgot who made the request for what I'm building, but I know what Discord page they're on, so when it's done I'll post it to that Discord page, and hopefully the requestee of the challenge sees it, or hopefully they'll see one of the videos while I'm making it. But this is almost complete. We just need to add some more decorations and then some more of the hard to get animals. I'm gonna go into creative mode to do that. Otherwise, up to that part, it's been all in survival mode. Alright. this is the snipper area. I'm thinking I might put some more sand in there because they like sand too, don't they? They're in the sand. So I might add some more gravel and sand to that. Yeah, same. But we do have, in the multiplayer world, we have six or seven on non-explored wells and pyramids. So we can go do that if you want to do. Search far and wide for... Yeah, JC, he found his right away. He found a couple of them right away, actually. He got lots of luck on finding them. Me, it's been not so lucky. But JR, this is our year. We will find one. Alright. We'll cut down more next Monday. And this looks like it's about to break. So let's use this shears up until it breaks. Yes, the year of the snake. Well, that didn't go the right way. Unless it went down. Yep. That actually looks kind of cool. My son requested this. They have the vines going around like that. So that was my son's idea. We'll just do this until the shears breaks. It's close. This is our poop dumper. Okay, sweet dreams. Thank you for stopping by. And then tomorrow we'll get some food together and some brushes. And then we can go on a hunt. Sweet dreams and goodbye. And when this breaks, I'll be saying goodbye as well. The dogs are sleeping. Boy, they hang on pretty good, don't they? All the way up to the very last snip. Snip, snip, snip. We're almost done with the pink. I'm not sure exactly how much more pink we need. And I was gonna actually get some more pink dye because we got some white ones that we can dye whatever color. Yeah. The next challenge, solo challenge for Monday, is actually going to be 2 challenges in one. I'm kind of excited about it. I think it's going to be good. It's going to be big, a big build, but not as big as this. So it shouldn't take as long as what this did. And then that will be the end of the solo challenge streams, I think. And then we'll just go to multiplayer for the Mondays for whatever game after that or whatever. And that's that. So, thank you for watching. And please hit the like button to help out those algorithms. Bye for now.